Good morning. I hope you are enjoying our equations. Today we're going to have equations with fractions. I put the word fractions, but it could also be divisions because a fraction is a division, right? So you have your worksheet 3 steps to solve this type of equations. The first step, you should write there, we should cross multiply. We will do an example. The step number 2, you distribute. If necessary, not all the fractions you need to distribute, but some you do. And number 3, we just solve following the order of operations. So let's start with number 1. Here we have our fractions. So the first step says cross multiply. Since I like to have my x on the left, I could start by multiplying the value that has the x. Since it says cross, I need to cross multiply across to the bottom, making it like a cross, right? So 3 times x is 3x. You copy the coefficient, the number, and you copy the variable, the letter. 3 times x is 3x. Now let's put the equal sign, and now we cross multiply the other part. 4 times 6, these are 4. 4 times 6 is 24. So we cross multiply. Don't forget to put the equal. We cross multiply one side, we put equal, and then we cross multiply the other side. And now we don't have distribution here, so we can just solve. Solve for x. So the x needs to be by itself. I need to get rid of this 3. The way to undo this 3, which is multiplying the x, because there is no symbol in between, is divided by 3. And I need to do that on both sides because it's an equation. It has a balance. These 2, 3 cancel each other, and I have x equals 24 divided by 3. And that is 8. Okay. So my answer is 8. For number 2, let's do the same. I like my ends to the left, so I'm going to multiply the side that has the n first. This is the one that has my variable. It can be n on any or any other letter. So let's multiply 2 times n. And how we represent that? We put the 2. I'm going to open the parentheses because the 2 is going to multiply the whole thing over here. It's going to multiply n plus 5. If I only multiply the n, I wouldn't be right because this is a cross multiplication of 2 terms. And this term has 2. It has a variable and a coefficient and a number and a letter. Now let's copy the equal, and we're going to cross multiply the other side now. 10 times 4. And that is 40. I do have distribution here. You notice there is a parenthesis. So this 2 needs to multiply the n, 2 times n, which is 2n. And the 2 needs to multiply the plus 5. So let's write here the plus. 2 times 5 is 10. And this is equal to 40. Now I have my equation and I can solve for n. First thing we undo, let's take away those 10 on both sides because I want to leave the n by itself. Let's bring down the 2 n's here. Plus 10 minus 10 cancel each other, and this is equal to 40 minus 10. And that is 30. To have the n by itself, I still have the 2. I need to undo the 2. What undoes multiplication is division. So let's divide it by 2. Both sides. This undo this 2, and I am left with the n, which is equal to 30 divided by 2. And that is 15. Number 4, doesn't matter which side I multiply first because both have a variable, both have the k. So let me multiply these 2. Let's multiply the 5. And the 5 is going to multiply the whole term. So I'm going to open a parenthesis. for me, it's better to see it in parentheses, so I know I'm going to multiply the whole term. The 2x minus 3. If I don't put the parentheses, I may just multiply the 5 times 2x and forget about the 3. And this is equal to, let's do the same for the other side. 3 times k plus 9. See, I multiply the whole term by 3, this whole term by 5. Now I have distribution on both sides. Let's do 5 times 2, that is 10. Don't forget the k minus 5 times 3, that is 15. And this is equal, let me go to the other side. 3 times k is 3k, and 3 times 9, there is a plus here, is 27. Now I have my equation and I can solve. Let's move the variables to one side. I'm going to keep my left, so I'm going to eliminate this by doing the opposite of addition, which is subtraction, on both sides to keep the balance of the equation. 10 minus 3 is 7k minus 15, and these two cancel each other, and I'm left with 27. I ran out of space, right? So let me copy here. 7k minus 15 equals 27. Okay, since I am solving for k, let's get rid of that negative 15 by putting a positive 15 on both sides. That way I can bring down my 7k, this 15, cancel each other, and this is equal to 27 plus 15. That is 2 and 42. To leave the k by itself, I need to undo the 7, which is multiplying. So I'm going to divide by 7 both sides. And the 7 get cancelled, and k is equal to 42 divided by 7, which is 6. Because 6 times 7 is 42. And there you have it. And finish the worksheet and turn it to your stuff. Take your time. Don't worry, go slow and steady. And if you have any questions, let me know.